The BYD Atto 3 is a car that we may never see here in the United States. Is America missing out? Join me on my journey to New Zealand to see what BYD has to offer. I'll go over the specs and features, see how it compares to other cars here in the US, and I'll give you my opinion on the Atto 3. The Atto 3 is considered a compact SUV. It's available in 3 trims in New Zealand: Standard, around $36,000, Extended, $38,000, and the New Zealand specific Tachyon, around $43,000. Battery sizes are 50 kilowatt hours and 60 kilowatt hours, which will get you 214 miles or 260 miles of range. Now the battery is LFP, which means if you're worried about cobalt, there's no cobalt in that battery chemistry, but it is less energy dense. That's why you're getting a smaller range than you might expect for that price range. Charging speed is 80 kilowatts, which isn't too fast. That's a little bit faster than the Bolt, but slower than some of the other newer EVs that are coming out here in America. BYD is offering New Zealanders a 6-year, 93,000 mile bumper-to-bumper warranty and an 8-year, 99,000 mile battery warranty. The exterior of the Atto 3, to me, looks like a typical compact SUV. There's nothing that screams EV at you like some of the cars on the road today, like the Kia EV6 or the Ioniq 5. This car does have a little NFC spot on the mirror for a keycard entry, but other than that, everything on the outside looks normal. The Tachyon trim adds some style with the nicer wheels and the Tachyon badging, which in my opinion is much better than the Build Your Dreams logos that you get on a regular Atto 3. The Atto 3 brings a unique blend of futuristic design and eye-catching sweeping lines, creating a truly unique interior. BYD have developed a design language called Dragon Face, where they incorporate elements of a Chinese dragon into their design. While I wasn't able to find anything that officially states that the Atto 3 uses that language, it sure looks like it. There are scales on the side of the exterior, and I can imagine those lines in the interior being the belly of a dragon. Overall, the interior design is unlike anything else in the market. BYD have crafted a truly unique look. On top of the cool-looking design, the materials felt nicely crafted for the price point. Time will tell how durable it'll be. Something that I haven't seen in another EV is a rotating screen. I'm not sure how practical this is for real-world applications, but it looks cool. Let me know what you think. We're going to see how these specs compare to cars here in the US, but you might be thinking, how does it drive? And I'll tell you, I have no idea. Unfortunately, I came across the BYD store by chance, so I didn't have a test drive lined up, and I had to get to a wedding a few hours later, which was the whole reason why I was in New Zealand in the first place. If you have an Atto 3 and would like to be on my podcast, I would love to interview you and hear about your experience. I'll have an email in the description where you can reach out. The entry-level Atto 3 puts you in the price range of a Hyundai Kona, a well-equipped Bolt EUV, and the Nissan Leaf SV Plus. If this car was in the United States, the Hyundai Kona would be the closest competitor. So here's how it stacks up next to that car. The BYD has less range and slower charging. For my tastes, the BYD interior is much nicer, both in design and in materials. And even though the DC fast charging is pretty slow by today's standards, depending on your personal needs, that might not make much of a difference. So while we're missing out on the subjectively cool styling, we're not missing out on much more. I did say that we may never get the Atto 3 here. Well, I spied one in Pasadena last month. It looks like it has manufacturer plates on it. I'm assuming BYD is testing it on US roads, and maybe we'll see one here sooner rather than later. What do you think about the BYD Atto 3? If it was available here in the US, would you get one? Let me know in the comments.